Alright, should be going live here. Greetings and salutations, fellow humans. As you can see, I am dressed exactly like you. Should blend in with my environment here. Nothing to worry about here. Just making sure all the settings are correct. I do have my streaming bitrate down lower, even more than usual. Just because we need to see if this actually survives the Fall Guys test. As long as the internet doesn't die while playing this game, we should be making good progress. But we are ready to rumble. We've had, golly, so in the time that I haven't been streaming, they did a mid-season update. Little changes here and there. But one of the big changes is that there's now cross-play support between, right now, the PC version and the PS4 version. The Switch and the Xbox versions have been delayed because when those launch, they're also going to be cross-platform compatible with both the PS4 and the PC version. So you'll be able to play on any device with anybody out there. It'll be pretty cool. The challenges are also weirdly a little bit easier, from what I can tell. Like perform any emote 15 times to get some extra battle pass points. Not a problem. Not a problem. But I did a little bit of playing because I had to change, because of camera issues, I had to change my camera settings. So the window is definitely not exactly where it was last time we left it off, but I like where it is. And it's near enough to where it should be. So I don't mind at all. Yeah, we'll have to see once we get into the knee-deep into the action here, see how that performs. But it should be fine. So the bitrate that I'm using is almost actually half of what I was using before with Fall Guys. Yeah, it would be pretty cool one day to all join up, go for the big things. And since they have the squad mode, which promotes players joining up together and whatnot, where if you lose, your whole team has to lose in order for you to actually be out of the running, instead of just individual stuff. Like if we party up here in the normal mode that I'm playing, if you get knocked out, you have to basically wait for me to play with me next round, or I have to take the fall with you. But in squad mode is live and die as a squad. Huh, I actually made it across there. That hasn't happened in a while. There we go. But yeah, pretty excited about the crossplay. It's not clear as to when the Switch and the Switch and the Xbox versions will come out. It's theorized as sort of a fall/winter release date, but basically sometime by the end of this year. There's gonna be a lot of people. Oh, no, this has gone terribly wrong. No, avoid, no. Alright. Yes. That fast one, though. Yes! Barely made it. So on the little win feed you can see on the right side, some of the names have controllers on them, and that tells you that they're playing on console. Right. Just fall immediately. I did pretty good, though. Gonna turn my volume a little bit. Get that going there for me. Hubs is unusually quiet. I actually don't know where he's hiding, because he's not sleeping in his usual spot. Yeah, a little bit more pixelation. That's definitely as the standard it should be with the lower bit rates. Like I'll check back through the footage to see for myself. But I definitely didn't want to push the limits. As long as it's consistent performance, it should be like if I'm getting consistent performance with the internet, then I can raise it back up to kind of where it should be, and it should be okay. It's easier on a console in the sense that you don't have to worry about, like, meeting spec requirements. I know one of the easier reasons why you would pick a console is if you have, like, other friends, like, on the same console who are interested in playing it. It's much easier to team up with them that way, rather than it is through, like, cross-platforming that way. Don't grab me. Don't grab me because you're jealous that I'm better than you. There we go. But we'll have to see how... Because Epic Friends is a little bit weird sometimes. You can import some friend settings over from... like, depending on how you sign into it and whatnot. But it gets a little bit tricky to figure out, like, which one's which. But that's something that I would just have to figure out in sort of the long run. This guy's actually pretty far back. Yep. But he wasn't the last one. I could see there's more people who are behind him. I can see even more. Well, I'm going to assume that Hobbs must be sleeping under the bed. Because I don't see him out here. He's not doing anything that I would normally protest to doing. Like biting my cables. Big shots, aha! I have to double check through the battle pass, but I think we're also down to, like, the last 20 days left of the season, unless if they extend it again for some reason. So we just gotta get what we can. Luckily, we're like, I think it's like six levels left through the battle pass system to get our stuff. Should not be a problem. I could easily grab what I want. It's like, I'll just play the game myself if I have to get what I need to do it. Right? I was also gonna mention too, like, about if it's easier playing on consoles. I play this game actually, like, I'm playing on my computer, but I play this with a controller. It's much easier to do so while streaming, that's for certain. But it's not that, like, it's difficult to play with, like, keyboard and mouse, but I definitely don't see an advantage of playing with keyboard over controller other than just a catastrophe. Other than just, like, like a matter of comfort, like which one you prefer to use. If you're like, no, I gotta play with a mouse, then the PC version would be the better one, but I play with controller. And for somebody who prefers playing first-person shooters with mouse and keyboard, like a keyboard setup, it's like, I'm not saying it lightly that I'm like, it's not a big difference playing one way versus the other here, honestly. Because it's like, yeah, your camera's going to be more sensitive, like, using the mouse, but camera here is not that important in this game. Like, yeah, you'll need it to move, but it's not like you're not desperately trying to get the right angle, get the right... Oh gosh, that almost killed me right there. That would have been tragic. I'm gonna run away from this one. That way I can safely jump over. Safely is a strong word. There we go. Okay, yeah, someone actually grabbed onto me very briefly. That's why we don't try to stick with the crowd. Yep, there goes somebody. I thought I saw somebody fall to their death. I'm gonna run away. Gonna run away. Yaha! Oh, I gotta run towards this one. Whew! I'm gonna run. Gonna run away. Saw somebody fly. Death on swift wings. That's not even the hard one, guys. Come on. Hard one's when it's the finale. There we go. We actually are doing very well, considering that we haven't been back in a while. Alright. See if this is going to be the finale. We're down to 11. This is about the threshold. Played a lot of games. Yes! It's the icebreaker. Little thin ice. Here we go. Like, chances are pretty low I'm not gonna win. Let's not kid ourselves. There we go. White's just accepting his fate. There we go. Surprised he could jump out of that in one go there. I'm just gonna stick near White. I think that's what I'm gonna do. There we go. Super concentrating on this mode now. Oh, that sucks. Finally got him. That's what you get for grabbing me earlier on. Whew. Oh no, I fell in. Sad story, I was the second to last one, I think, judging by that. Accidentally got close to that edge. Worth it, though. Worth it. I almost won that one. Got my qualified from 2 rounds. Bronze medals? I got 3 of those? Yep. Because I got silver and gold medals for days. Brilliant. Took a lot of concentrating power right there to do that. But that was incredibly close. I wasn't even watching how close it was. I was just too busy looking for paths, and I just hugged that edge a little bit too close for comfort. The little bean guys they just pretty much are coin flip as to whether or not you're gonna stay on something or not. Like any little thing, and they're like, I'm thinking of falling over the edge. You never really know. It's an unusual physics engine for this game. Like, it's funny to watch sometimes. It's definitely not exactly what you would call reliable. Yeah, that was actually like a pretty good run. Like, after really not playing this game in a long time, and I didn't because, you know, I needed consistent internet. Like, so after not playing it for quite a while, it's good to be like just coming back into it and be like, yes, I'm still doing fine. No dropped frames on my end. All right. Actually, I'm okay with you grabbing me, because I didn't want to be on the same platform that everyone else was going to go gun for. Like, what? That's what I'm talking about. Like, I jumped, and the beam was just like, no, not today. I think that's Pokemon Go telling me about raid stuff. Can't really see from here, and I can't look at my watch. Still got it. There we go. Had to make sure that I was gonna make that jump. Alright, I can make it. Oh, I didn't even see that there was an arm there. That would have been scary. Thank you. Can't believe the bean actually stayed on. It's unlike him. Okay, just jump. Jump. Go for it, buddy. No, buddy. This one's tricky just because you gotta time jumps. Okay, wait, jump. And then maneuver around. Oh, it's getting a little cloudy again. Alright. I gotta perform some emotes. This is very important. I wish I could actually walk around as the penguin emotes, but I can't. But I still want to place up high enough that I don't want to accidentally lose the silver medals. There's a piece of ice blocking the entranceway from my water. Right, we made it. It's like, I gotta perform emotes, but I gotta make sure that I don't waste a lot of time doing so where I could lose a silver medal to a bronze medal kind of deal. Right, just to chill around with emotes. I gotta do it for the battle points for the daily challenge. I was testing it earlier to see like where camera placement was and all that. But I got to the end of the stage and I was pretty early on. I was like, I'm just gonna perform some emotes. Just I'm just like, yes. Oh no. I broke my little stand from my phone. My little case. No. That is terrible news. I was gonna use it to try to prop up, but sad story. Oh, it looks like we're not getting a lot of people this time round. 30 people only out of 42. This is the one that usually you're like, we're gonna have a long wait for this. Yep, there's the little piece for my stand, which is no longer attached. That is, to be fair, usually the piece on the case of my phone, or in fact my iPad, that's usually the first to go is the stand. That is true tragedy. Luckily the case still works, I just can no longer stand it. Tail tag. I only hate this one because it's like, all of a sudden somebody grabs your tail like 2 miles away. You're like, cool, thanks for that lag. I do like this stage setup though, with even more hammers than usual on the sides. That's a really fast spinner. Whoa, Nelly. Woo! Okay, so that's this is a much better minigame. Wait. Yes! Yes! I don't even know what's going on. Alright, that hammer's going the other way. We don't want that hammer. Oh no, it's telling me there's not enough video again. I think that's more OBS though. I wonder what's up with that. You shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, it's a turbo fan. I actually don't know how I've lost my fan or my tail yet. Woo! This hammer, though. Oh, Nelly. I can't believe that he hasn't come. There he goes, see? Like, I grabbed him, but I grabbed him when he got it, so he was slightly invincible. That makes it worse. See, look at that. Like, anybody else would have been like... Alright. Yes! Keep the tail! Keep the tail! Cool, Nelly. Made it. That was too crazy. That was more fun getting flung all over the place. Alright, I'm gonna reset the stream. See if that... Might have to see about upgrading OBS, see what I can do about that. Well, guys, oh good. Oh good, so I did tail game just to do the one game that I hate the most. I really want them just to remove wall guys. I hate this one so much. I've won it plenty of times, but I'm like, no. This would be so much better as a team game, though. It would do so much better, but that's the way it is. Alright, and only 9 can make it. Even worse. Actually, I don't think this is gonna be tall enough to make it. Actually, it might. Yes! You can trust me. Oh, Nelly. Okay, there's a block on this side. There we go, just climb up. Climb up. Rude. Yes. Nope. Definitely not close enough. I don't think this one's high enough. Nope. Oh, so that one did make it. Alright. No! That's all we had to do there. Come on, make it over the fan! Yes! Alright, time to perform some emotes, and then run, because people were making it. Top 50%. Whew! Ah, Nelly. Ah, Nelly. Don't care about that. There we go. Good stuff for everyone. Metroid Series tops Wii U eShop's bestsellers list following Dread reveal. It's like, I'm sure that's interesting. Ah, final round. Excellent. Work your way up the full mountain. I'm not surprised, because they do have Metroid Zero Mission on the Wii U eShop. I think they also have Metroid Fusion there. And I think those are the only ones. I could be wrong. Well, just trying to ask me about cookies and notifications, and that wasn't a good sign for that website. And it, like, there's usually just like a basic thing, like, sure, accept all kind of deal. But this one was like, separate whole pop-up page was like, nope. That's, oh no. Oh no. See? The game decided that I had to be the one that had to get murdered in that instance. And it did everything in its possible power to send me to death. I'm actually quite far behind. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. Super far behind. Another unsuccessful mission. And it wouldn't let me quit out fast enough. Sad story. I don't need to watch him. I don't need to know. Let's see. Nope. Got some emotes. 5 more to go. Another successful day. Yeah, 4 rounds. Pretty quick, but because the first round went over so fast. It's like nobody was there. Can't believe I made it through Wall Guys, though. Made it through some of the toughest ones, and then Fall Mounted comes up and goes, nope. Let's see. Phoenix reaches new low temperature of 78 degrees for the day. That is good, I suppose. It's like we've definitely achieved lower temperatures here in Tucson. Aha! Hit parade! Trying to see if there's anything. Nope. Nope. I think, I probably have missed it already, but I think today was the day Microsoft was talking about Windows 11. I wasn't paying attention to it. So, I'm like, I'll have to read somebody up on it. I'm surprised Google Feed isn't immediately sending me info about it. Because normally, that's just what happens. And it's like, here's something incredibly interesting in the tech world. But today is like, nope. Nope. Yep. Nope. Alright, everyone wants to go that way. I was gonna try to sneak through. It's alright. I know how to navigate a crowd. Oop, oop, that got a little sketchy. Alright, see if we can make it. Oh gosh, why is it hammers? Alright, use the hammers. Use the hammers, they're our only chance of success. No, and then go this way. Yes, push me up along. Made it. Not even a problem. It's right where I wanna be. Is this even my right? Yeah, it's my right account, and most of the stuff is I don't care about. I'm like, nope. Nope. Slightly, it's like it's in the same category. I don't care about the Cup Cafe, never even been there. Right? I'm like, I'm more interested in that than I am about Delta doing a terminal overhaul, it looks like, in South Florida. Like, why would I be even remotely interested in that? Like, even close. Oh gosh, I got just straight up pushed off the edge by the huge crowd. It's a problem. But I can make it to this one pretty easily. I'm just gonna go to the next one. Much easier. Alright, come on, make it to the orange one. You got it. Yes! Against all odds. There we go. There we go. You know, the worst part too is Google's probably giving me about, like, Delta information because I was reading about an article about a guy who's suing, like, basically every single major airline because they won't let him ride without a mask. Like, he's like, I've been stuck in a retirement community, you know, at my parents' place down in Florida, and I live in Washington, D.C. And I'm like, I would have way more sympathy for you if you weren't a self-proclaimed frequent flyer. Like, and he's like, I suffer from general anxiety disorder. I'm like, so you have anxiety? He's like, I can't wear a mask. And at least Delta Airlines was like it's not an emergency trip you're making because you bought 8 tickets and only one of them was to Washington, D.C. So he's clearly not trying to get home in an immediate sense. So I'm all for them denying him passage. And it's not like the mask mandate has been a new thing. Like, it's been there for quite a while for airlines. Just, you know, I'm just saying. Like, with the money he spent on buying 8 plane tickets, you could have easily, if you had to get home, could have easily rented a car and drove your way up the East Coast. I'm like, if I could do from West Coast to East Coast, surely he could do just go up all the way. Right? Right? And I'm like, airlines can freely enforce it as long as they want to, as well. Like that's the other part. Like, the federal mandate will only be in effect for so long, but if the federal government said, no, it's like you don't have to enforce it, airlines can still do it out of their safety concerns. So either way, it's like, I'm like, you're not, I'm like, you didn't think this through. If you just bought, like, if you clearly just bought 1 ticket, and he even said too, he was like, I want to go visit all U.S. territories and states. So I'm like, absolutely no sympathy for you. I'm like, you're somebody who probably should have caught the COVID virus and suffer from it. You clearly aren't a regular human being. There we go. There we go. And like I said, you could always just travel. Alright, the platform will save me, that's okay. I'm like, if you had to get home, you would have done so much earlier. And if you... Oh gosh. Yep, that was bad news, bears. Bad news, bears. I'm like, and you could have just done an RV during a COVID-19 crisis. Just travel that way. It's like, surely you would have hit most of your stuff that you needed to on your list before you decided to go down to Florida and get stuck there. Just... I'm like, COVID-19's shown people's true colors and natures. I'm like, see, that's why I wouldn't be friends with you. I'm like, anybody who wasn't willing to wear a mask, I'm like, it's like, alright, I don't need to associate myself with you anymore. Because what you're saying is that children and old people are acceptable collateral damage for your comfort. And they can't come back with that. It's like, oh, I have a medical need. I'm like, you shouldn't be out in public. Just, there's no good reason for you why you can't wear a mask, honestly. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit B. That was not what I meant to do. But yeah, that's why I'm like, of all the things that have happened with COVID-19, that's one of the good things. I'm like, I can distance myself from you safely, and for good reasons. Right? I'm like, even airlines were shut down for a while. The interesting too, like with that article, he very carefully didn't mention how long he was stuck in Florida. Like, very avoided that question entirely. Which would have been my first question, but like, how long have you been stuck in Florida? Like, was it a couple months? Or did you go there during 2019? Because at least if you've been there since, you know, December 2019 and then was just stuck there, it's like, fine. But clearly, like, because he's clearly not mentioning how long he's been there, it's clear he went traveling around anyway, knowing mask mandates. Right. Alright, that was actually a surprisingly good way to get up over that obstacle. Was not expecting that. Plus, I'm like, surely you could have waited till next year to go to become a frequent flyer and visit every single state and territory in the US. Surely you didn't have to, like, start... I don't know why it didn't jump me, but it didn't. That's part of the physics of this game. Come on. Really? That's the second time it's... Like, and I'm like... I'm on the thing. Like, it's not like... What is going on? Apparently I have to be up further ahead. If I'm in the middle or on the top, it won't catapult me. Just won't, refuses to do it. There we go. See? I'm telling you, physics sometimes doesn't work. This game just straight up refuses to acknowledge. Of course, you gotta jump on top of it. You can't walk into it. That's your first mistake. You can walk in from the side, and it's fine. But you gotta jump on top of it if you're coming at the actual distance, actual catapult distance. Otherwise, just do that a ton of times. So rude. So rude. Alright, is there anything? No. Nope, nope. Well, at least that's relative in some degree. The full starry moon, why? No, not interested in supermoons. I either have to be super early or super late for it. I do remember, I think it was the actual, like, it was like the lunar eclipse whatnot that happened this year and whatnot. But it was supposed to be like 4 o'clock in the morning for Arizona to see it. Which was perfectly fine anyway, because I wasn't going to go watch it because, of course, that day, it was going to be cloudy. Like, the one day of the week, there were going to be clouds in the sky in the morning. It was just during an eclipse. So we couldn't have seen it anyway. I was like, that is actually Mother Nature just straight up being rude. You can let go. I'm like, I know you're not as good as I am. Here we go. Nope. It's alright. It's putting me right where I want to be. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Less perfect now. There we go. Oh no. Did not think that was gonna hit. Nope. Nope. There we go. Alright. Oh, oh. Alright, that's working out fine. We can do this. Just... Oh, no. We're in trouble town. Look at that. Didn't make it. Got hit too many times on the fans. Such is the life. But we're slowly earning kudos, which is good. Because I gotta go buy the new Faltron Destiny. Yes! That's one half of the suit I need. So 4 more levels entirely, I think. Yeah, get to 47, 48, 49, 50. Easy. Easy, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, that is relevant, but not important. Because I don't have the PC version of that game. The search for the Dr. Fauci of climate change. That's... listen. Clearly the Earth is changing. But... it's like, pretty certain humanity has contributed actually incredibly little to any sort of climate change. Not with the vast amount of animals that produce methane naturally. Like, just... It's like, we gotta kill cows, people. That's why I eat hamburgers. I eat hamburgers specifically to help make changes to climate. Also, second thing. A lot of people are like, oh, the Earth is changing. I'm like, what if it's natural? Like, there was a thing called the Ice Age, and how many greenhouse gases were produced to fix that? Right. it's like, but it's like, saving the planet one burger at a time. We all gotta put our 2 cents forward for it. But it's like, right? Can't get rid of my petrol. Can't do it. Like, the oil business is too lucrative for car companies to realistically cold turkey it. Just it's not. It can't, like, there's no way a company like Ford, Toyota is going to cold turkey it. They need, in order for them to give it up entirely, they have to get rid of. They have to basically prove that electric cars are more, can produce a better income than their. Oh, nope, that's a nope. Alright, little hiccups there, but we're doing fine. But yeah, like, it's like, why not? Sir, this is the better way to do it, trust me. Oh, weird, you got blown back? That's weird. Oh no, fans. Catapult's not working. Okay. Yes, there we go. But, like, what if it's completely natural, like, climate change? What if we can't... Like, if the Earth somehow managed to fix itself from the Ice Age, like, it makes sense that it would have heated itself up, realistically, from the core outward. And the thing is that there's still ice on this planet. Like, we have a North Pole and a South Pole that are still covered in ice. What if it's still trying to purposely melt those areas down? Just food for thought. And just something to think about. And the other thing too is I think I have to double check because I think it was 30 or 40 years ago. I believe it was a German radiologist was cataloging different types of radiation. God, it actually might have been even closer to like 60 years ago, let's be real here. But he was using, like, he would use hot air balloons to just sail straight up, measure, catalog stuff, and come back down, essentially. And he discovered a new type of radiation. Hadn't been discovered before by anyone. Oh, this is an interesting, that's a high gravity. I've never seen that one before. That's a unique change. This gets interesting. But anyway, he discovered a type of radiation and discovered, in essence, that the radiation's coming from... Oh gosh, yep. Normally you just jump over like that. Alright, we'll get used to that. But he discovered the higher he went, the less that particular radiation became. Which means that the Earth is producing this type of radiation. We're not being bombarded from the sun. So it's very interesting in that regard. And no one's really done any real studies on it yet, apparently. Which, I'm like, I think we probably should take a look at that radiation that's seeping up through the ocean, the crust. Well, that didn't work out well. Like, because maybe the key to figuring out what's going on with climate change possibly is in there. Just some more food for thought. This is going well. That high gravity situation is not making it easy for me. So we're gonna dive past the middle ring entirely. Alright. Well, I was about to say if I get the golds, which I didn't. Alright, now I need a silver. Oh, Nelly. Alright, alright, alright. I know there's one. Oh, no. Okay, got it. Whew. 13 of 24. So there was a bunch of people probably in the same boat as me where they just kind of keep falling around like that. The quiet falling butterfly. That's why he's a ninja. But yeah. And let's be real, the climate change people are people who bought into global warming, which of course I've already said it was, but it was already confirmed that that was a hoax, which was supported by fake science. And then of course the media wanted it. This is actually pretty cool using the high gravity like that. Wasn't enough though. As cool as it was, that wasn't enough to get you through. Not enough to save the day. Examining the Vita's impact a decade later, probably hasn't been that much, honestly. Let's see. That article popped up a second time, technically. Thanks, Google. Wow, guys, good. Good. How to check if your Windows 10 PC can run Windows 11. Shouldn't it not be that much difference between the two? Like, if you're having trouble running Windows 10 in the first place, you probably shouldn't be trying to upgrade to Windows 11. If it's working just fine, then it should be working just that fine. Like... Ready for some wall, guys. Alright, I'll take that. Go up here. Go up here. Oh, I like the little Bomberman outfit. I like that very much. Oh, Nelly. Did he just quit? Is that what happened? Oh no! I think I hit the X at the same time I was hitting that. There he goes. Alright. Okay. Just eat the input there. Alright, I guess that was a bit of an angle. Just move that one a little bit back. What? Alright. Alright, I'll take it. Perfect. Alright, made it across. Just in time. Just in time. Let's see. PC Health Check app. Can be found on Microsoft website, yes. Let's see. System requirements. It wants a 1 gigahertz or faster with 2 cores. Which, like, if you don't have a 2-core 1+ gigahertz processor, your computer wasn't even running Windows 7. Let's be real here. 4 gigabytes of RAM, that's the same, I believe, as Windows 10. I could be actually wrong about that. It may actually run off of 2 gigabytes, but let me tell you, you want 4 gigabytes to run Windows 10. That's not. You don't want a 2 gigabyte RAM. I know the requirement for Windows 7 was 2 gigabytes, so that kind of puts into perspective, like, how much you want. 64 gigabytes or larger storage device doesn't necessarily mean it wants 64 gigabytes. That's just what you want. Alright, where did the ball go? There you are. Good thing I am the only player here trying to score for my team. Oh, there it is. Hi there. You don't need to hold on to that ball. Hi there. Yep, my team is pretty garbage, actually. I bet there's plenty of people helping. Like, people who've probably teamed up to make this work. Usually it's not as a close game as this. Oh, and there's teammates fighting over the ball, too. Well, this has gone well. Alright. Bounced off the wall and came back with a vengeance. There's that ball there. No! Come back. Alright. I'm just gonna walk this over here. There we go. Got something for our team, because they're not doing anything else. Well, that's the end of that. Like, I pulled in my 2 cents for the team. I don't know what the rest were doing. There definitely wasn't gold basketball there with that many people. Sad story. Team games are definitely live or die by the sword. Alright. I did earn enough. I can buy the cardboard kaiju outfit. Yes! Gonna have to play it quite a bit more if I want the bottom half of the cardboard kaiju. It's just probably not gonna get it since it's only available for the next 11 hours, but I got the top half, which I think is the important part. The goal is to score basketball points in the opposite team color of you, but you have to drop the ball inside the moving hoops, and then there's a gold one which is worth like 5 points. So that's the name of that game. It's not too terrible. Yeah, another 7,000, which I don't even... Like, if I get that one, I'll get 5,000. But it requires, like, another 900 Battle Pass points on top of getting still another... With 5,500, that would be another 1,500 kudos to get for that. So that's probably not going to happen, but I'm okay with that. I'm like, I've got the top half of a kaiju. And it's good because that's going to go well with my lower half. Where is it? Where? Let's see. Yes, the UFO! I'm a floating kaiju now. I'm super scary. Super scary indeed. But yep, that was quite a good amount of progress. I'll have to review the footage, see how well the quality held up. Might be able to boost it next time round. But I do look pretty awesome. But yep, thanks for dropping on by. We got some good work done. Did get up a battle rank, which that was important. You can see I need to get 4 more ranks, and I'll finally get the one that I want, in the top half of the Faltron Destiny. I've got 18 days, yep, 18 days left to do it. That should be easily doable, even if I play like once every day, and then I do the streaming. Like, should be easily acquirable. But yep, good to be back playing this game too. Super excited. But we will call it quits for the week. I have some footage reviewing to do, some testing around, but I'll try to raise the stream quality next time, so that way it looks a little bit better. And this game definitely pushes the limits of me being able to stream and play an internet-based game at the same time. But we will get it all worked out. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekends. I'll go do the usual things I need to do. But until then, I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.